911, what is your emergency?
Oh my God, they're having a whole shootout.
So someone was shot already? So someone's shot right now in the parking lot?
Yes, in the parking lot dying.
Police continue to search for more clues in a shooting in Brown Deer yesterday that left 3 people dead and a 4th person injured.
You know, if it wasn't for you, I kind of wouldn't be as strong as I am right now.
You know what happened to my heart?
What happened to your heart?
Well, when the first time I told you, when I saw you, my heart fell in love with you.
You gotta say it loud.
Does he prefer spooning or getting spooned?
Boom.
What is his favorite sport to play?
Football.
What is his favorite thing to do together?
Everything.
What is his dream car?
Charger.
What makes him angry?
Me.
What is his favorite team?
He don't have one.
Yes, I do.
Would he rather play video games or watch a movie?
Video games.
What makes him happy?
Me.
What motivates him?
Me.
What's his favorite position?
What?
Small forward.
Everything.
Small forward.
Questions for girlfriends about their boyfriends.
Brown Deer, Wisconsin. A Saturday morning that started like any other for 23-year-old Arina Nicole Reed. She's getting her 2-year-old son, Egypt, ready, packing his bag, making sure he has everything he needs for the day. This is just another custody handoff. Something she's done before. Something that should be simple. But that morning, something was different. Hours earlier, Larval Huddleston, Egypt's father, had called Arina's parents with a message that caught them off guard. "I'm done co-parenting," he told them. "Come pick up Egypt." No explanation, no context, just that statement and a demand. The family didn't know what had triggered this. They didn't know what done co-parenting even meant, but plans had to change. Instead of Arina's parents making the trip, she decided to handle it herself. She would drop Egypt off at his father's place, the Park Plaza Apartments in Brown Deer. Arina wasn't just a mother navigating co-parenting. She was a medical assistant, working full-time while pursuing her nursing studies.
Hi, can I help you? Do you have a question?
It's a lot I got to ask you.
We'll make it quick.
How do I feel to be the queen of the world?
Well, honey, I've been the queen so long, you know. How does the sun feel to be the sun? You know what I mean? Any more questions, guys, gals?
She was building a small business on the side. Every single thing she did was focused on one goal, creating a better life for her son.
Basically, I just twisted it at the roots with that and my spray, and then I went in with the tool and just like kind of locked it.
And that morning, all she wanted to do was make sure Egypt got to spend time with his father. She pulled up to the Park Plaza Apartments, walked her son to the door, handed him over to Larval Huddleston. A routine exchange. Nothing out of the ordinary. She turned to walk back to her car. What happened next would claim 2 innocent lives in a matter of minutes. A young mother trying to do right by her child. A stranger who saw someone in trouble and decided to help. Both of them gone before the day was over. This is the story of Arina Nicole Reed. And this is the story of how a simple custody handoff turned into a tragedy. We cover real cases about real people. Stories that matter. Stories that need to be told. Hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss what happens next in this case. But before we get to what happened in that parking lot, let's hear from the people who knew Arina best. The family she left behind. The community that witnessed this tragedy unfold. And the investigators who had to make sense of it all.
Some of y'all babies don't know how to flirt, so let mama teach you how. Step 1 is to smile, step 2 is to look down, step 3 is to look back up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go.
You know our love would be tragic.
Ayo, bottom lip check. Tuck in your bottom lip and let go. In 3, 2, 1.
911, what is your emergency?
Oh my God, they're having a whole shootout.
So someone was shot already? So someone shot right now in the parking lot?
Yes, in the parking lot dying.
All right, we're moving.
Outside, the Milwaukee tactical team moves in, shields up, guns drawn.
Milwaukee Police, room 214! Open the door! Apartment 214, it's the Milwaukee Police!
It's open.
They make it to Huddleston's apartment and quickly learn the shooter. Then officers rescuing the little boy unharmed.
Hey, buddy. Hey, let's pick him up and get him out of here. Come on, kiddo. I got the kid coming out.
The police continue to search for more clues in a shooting in Brown Deer yesterday that left 3 people dead and a 4th person injured.
Bruce Harrison spoke with the family of a young mother who was among those shot and killed.
Ariana Reed's brother, Aaron, left Milwaukee. He was afraid to start a family in a violent city. But violence brought him home yesterday in a rush when his sister was shot and killed.
It's like a hole that I ain't gonna never be able to close. You know what I'm saying? It's like
a close family. Big brother Aaron watched out for Ari as she was known by her family.
I was always there to protect her every day. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, any schoolyard bullies, we went to school together. We 7 to 8 years apart, so I was always the one she came to when anything came up.
Now, he's here to speak for her.
She was the life, you know what I'm saying? She was the life of the family. Anytime we came together, we always looked for my little sister to keep the joy going on around us.
Ari's family says her ex-boyfriend and father of her child shot her to death. She had stopped by his home to drop off their 2-year-old son, Egypt. The suspect's brother tells TMJ4 News that man's name is Larvell Huddleston. Police believe the suspect shot and Ari's family is struggling to accept that gun violence in the city has touched them.
For it to hit home like the way it's hitting home, it's diabolical. You know, it's really diabolical, and we are hurting so bad.
Ari was studying to be a registered nurse. She also ran a small design company. Her mother, Tracy, told us Ari loved her family. Together, they'll raise Egypt.
Anything that he could possibly need in one life, he can always call me. I'll always come back home in a heartbeat.
Ariana went to high school here, and tonight a memorial to better times remains here on this tree, a memorial to a young woman her family says was a bright star.
My heart is so broken, I'm so lost.
Ariana Reed's Aunt Charisse remembers a 23-year-old who seemed to touch everyone she came across with her personality.
A beautiful soul gone, never seen a frown on her face, always smiling.
An innocent bystander, 31-year-old Michael Anderson, who tried to intervene, was also killed.
He was a hero, just put it that way. The guy was a hero, and we would love to reach out to his family and let his family know that we appreciate what he tried to do.
The people at tonight's vigil are searching for answers, wondering why someone would take innocent lives and leave a family grieving and a small child without his parents.
A beautiful young man has to go on without his parents.
I'm shattered right now. I don't know what to do. I lost my beautiful angel.
If you need help, just say something. And I get it's not always the easiest thing to say or easiest thing to do.
I want to say thank you guys for coming out and supporting my family through this difficult time.
So now you've heard from the people who were there, the family who loved her, the community that tried to help. Now, let me walk you through exactly what happened on February 5th, 2022, in that parking lot. Ariana dropped Egypt off and walked back to her car. She was leaving. This was supposed to be over. But Larvell Huddleston followed her outside. He had a gun. He opened fire in the parking lot, shooting Ariana multiple times. Neighbors heard the gunshots. People ran toward the sound, not away from it. They saw her on the ground, bleeding, fighting for her life. And that's when 31-year-old Michael Anderson made a decision that would cost him everything. Michael didn't know Ariana. He had no connection to her, no obligation to get involved. But he saw someone who needed help, and he acted. He, along with other bystanders, tried to lift Ariana into a car. They were going to rush her to the hospital themselves. They were trying to save her life. Larvell came back outside. He fired again. This time, he killed Michael Anderson, a man who was only there because he tried to help a stranger in danger. During the chaos, another neighbor, Eric Lewis, was shot in the leg. He survived, but he was hurt trying to do the same thing Michael did, trying to help. After the shooting, Larval Huddleston ran back into his apartment and barricaded himself inside. And he wasn't alone. He had Egypt with him, his own 2-year-old son. Police surrounded the building. They tried to negotiate. There was an exchange of gunfire between Huddleston and the officers, but police held their fire. They couldn't risk hitting the child inside. Larval Huddleston did not harm his son, but he did turn the gun on himself. He died by suicide inside that apartment while Egypt was still there. The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner later ruled Ariana Reed's death and Michael Anderson's death as homicides. Larval Huddleston's death was ruled a suicide. The entire incident was described as stemming from a domestic dispute. Egypt was safely recovered by police and placed with family members. In one day, that little boy lost both of his parents. Let that sink in for a moment. Ariana's family and the Brown Deer community held vigils to honor her memory. They talked about who she really was. Not just a victim, not just a headline. She was driven. She was ambitious. She was working multiple jobs, going to school, building a business, all while raising her son. She wanted more for herself. She wanted more for Egypt. And Michael Anderson, his family lost someone who embodied what it means to be selfless. He saw someone in trouble, and he didn't hesitate. He didn't think about his own safety. He just acted, and he paid for that compassion with his life. This is one of those cases where innocent people paid the ultimate price. What would you have done if you were Michael Anderson that day? Would you have run toward the danger to help someone you didn't even know? Let me know in the comments below. But here's what we need to talk about. The bigger issue. The lesson that goes beyond this one case. Domestic violence doesn't always stay behind closed doors. This wasn't a private dispute that happened inside a home. This was broad daylight, a public parking lot, witnesses everywhere. And it still happened. Larval Huddleston's phone call that morning. "I'm done co-parenting." That was a warning sign. But how could anyone have known it would escalate to this? How could Ariana's family have predicted that a custody exchange would end in murder? The truth is, co-parenting conflicts can turn deadly when one person feels like they're losing control. And public spaces don't guarantee safety when you're dealing with someone who's already decided to use violence. If you're co-parenting with someone who shows volatile behavior, document everything, every threat, every strange phone call, every moment that makes your gut tell you something is wrong. Trust those instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Get authorities involved early. Don't wait until it escalates. There are resources available, hotlines, legal advocates, safety planning services, for people navigating dangerous custody situations. Use them, because this case leaves us with questions that don't have easy answers. How do we better protect mothers like Ariana, who are just trying to co-parent and do what's best for their children? How do we honor heroes like Michael Anderson, who risk everything to help strangers? What systems failed here? What could have been done differently? Ariana didn't deserve what happened to her. She was doing everything right, working hard, raising her son, trying to maintain a healthy co-parenting relationship despite whatever challenges existed. Michael didn't deserve to die for being a good person. Egypt didn't deserve to lose both of his parents in one horrific day. This family didn't deserve this pain. This community didn't deserve to witness this trauma. But here we are, and the only thing we can do now is make sure Ariana's story isn't forgotten. Make sure Michael's sacrifice isn't forgotten. Make sure we learn something from this tragedy so that maybe, just maybe, it doesn't happen to someone else. If this story touched you, share it, because awareness matters. Conversations about domestic violence matter. Recognizing the warning signs matters. And if you want to stay updated on cases like this, real stories about real people, subscribe and turn on notifications. More importantly, if you or someone you know is in a dangerous co-parenting situation, please reach out for help. I've included resources in the description below. Your life is worth protecting. Your safety matters. Rest in peace, Ariana Nicole Reed. Rest in peace, Michael Anderson. Gone too soon. Taken too violently. But your stories will not be forgotten. I'll see you in the next one.